Hello, everyone from the whale community, from the skill community. Today, we are joined for a very, very, very special stream for the reading of the white paper for the skill community. So I'm joined here by two very special guests that everyone knows. It's Puffin and it's Skeenee. They're very, very active members of the community that we're proud to showcase. How are you guys doing?
Great.
Very good, thank you.
Oh my God, thank you all for joining us. What are we going to be doing today?
Do you want to go, Puffin?
Crack on.
All right, so I don't know if... today we're going to present the Skull white paper that Puffin's going to read because he's got the magnificent radio voice. I don't know if you guys know, but Puffin is taking a co-leading role with Skull with me, so we're going to be co-leading Skull from now on. To be honest, he's been... leading Skull in the shadow with me from the start, so I think it's about time that he just takes an official role. So we've dropped, I don't know if you have the, we dropped a few links to the white paper. One is a Google Doc, another one is a post on Sense, and I suggest that you read it with us so you have a better way to assimilate it. I don't know if you want to add anything.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Okay. I shall get started. So this is a Skull paper. The first section is a summary. Skull is a social money circulated by Skeenee and supported by the Roll contract. Created back in October 2019, it was one of the first social money tokens issued by Roll. Over the years, Skull has created a passionate and loyal community of artists, collectors, and crypto enthusiasts who are interested in growing the pie and bringing new forms of value and an artistic expression. Skull is one of the first tokens to bridge the emerging worlds of NFTs and DeFi on Ethereum. It has been adopted by popular projects like Avastars and Marble Cards as a means of payment on OpenSea, thus expanding and supporting the community of emerging NFT artists. As an early adopter of DeFi primitives, Skull has seen a steadily rising liquidity and trading volume on Uniswap, allowing regular people to own a piece of the success created and sustained through Skull. So currently there are 274 holders of Skull on Roll and 274 holders on Ethereum. There is over 200k of liquidity in the Skull ETH Uniswap pool, and Skull currently trades at 14 cents. The maximum supply of Skull is capped at 10 million Skull, and that's vesting until August 2022. Its financial progress can be tracked on sites like CoinGecko. We've put a link in there. With its growing success, Skull is poised to enter the next chapter of its evolution, the Skull Network, a network of community members, artists, apprentices, collectors, and art lovers working together to strengthen their skills and the quality of their craft, to promote the creations of its artists and to reward the community that supports them. You can visit the official Discord and get involved. Okay, so what is the value proposition? So Skeenee says, during my life, I've been fortunate to cross paths with people that believed in me and my dedication to my art. These people took it upon themselves to help me grow. They freely shared their knowledge with me and gave my skills a huge boost. They did so not for money or personal gain, but rather they only asked for one thing in return, to pay it forwards when in a position to do so. That time has come. Skeenee. So the project's ambitions will be realised through two means: Skull as Skeenee's social money and through the Skull Network. These two complementary aspects work together and provide a strong symbiotic platform for the project. So Skull is Skeenee's social money. Skeenee will actively support the project through the creation of Skull exclusive NFTs and with the Skull collection. So we'll come back to that later. Skull exclusive. So many of Skeenee's NFT series will now be sold exclusively for Skull. This will ensure a steady demand for the token. So in order to ensure the continued resupply of Skull, the Skull Budget Fund, and to promote steady growth, Skeenee will send 10% of his Skull sales to be frozen in the Skull Collection wallet, and guarantee that 10% of his Ethereum sales will be used to buy Skull from the Uniswap pool to be sent to the Skull collection wallet, where it will be frozen. This amount will not exceed 10% of the Uniswap pool total supply. The Skull collection. So it's a dedicated wallet which has been created to contain all of Skeenee's upcoming first editions of multi-edition NFTs and other NFTs. Also, it will house NFTs that will be acquired every month from Skull artists through the Skull NFT acquisition program, of which we put a link. This collection will ensure a rise in the value of Skull as the popularity of Skeenee and Skull artists rise. NFTs of the collection could, for example, be sold and the profit of the sale reinvested in the Uniswap pool, distributed directly to Skull owners or reinvested in Skull projects. A crypto voxels parcel will be developed to host the Skull collection. Okay, the Skull network. The Skull network has been created on Discord with 4 types of participants in mind. These are artists and creators, so you can share your skills and get rewarded by providing process streams and for helping aspiring artists. Starting next month, sell your creation in Skull and share a monthly reward pool proportional to your Skull sales. OpenSea now allows dual currency listing, so artists willing to support the network may list their NFTs in Skull at a small discount if they choose to do so. Sell your work in Skull and get the help of the community to promote your NFT sales, and soon get your work bought by the Skull network and added to the Skull collection. So how do we help aspiring artists? Well, you can hodl Skull 100 and gain access to the exciting artist live streams and artist competitions. You can sell your work in Skull and leverage the power of the community to promote your NFT sales. And you can stake Skull to the Uniswap pool for a total of 1 ETH and get access to the Art Help channel, where Skeenee and Skull artists will review your work, give you tips on how to improve your craft. And for community members and art lovers, if you hodl 100 Skull, you get access to the artistic competitions and tips for participating in server discussions and helping community members. If you hodl 500 Skull, you get weekly Skull drops and the ability to vote on community decisions. And we've got a voting system in place, so this gives you a voting power of 1. You get to stake Skull, if you stake Skull for a total of 1 ETH, add liquidity to the Uniswap pool for a share of a monthly pool starting at 25k Skull and decreasing every 6 months. And also a chance to win some of Skeenee's NFTs, which I think we all agree we want to get our hands on some of those. Help promote artists' work by liking and retweeting their work to give them more exposure to enter monthly NFT draws. And starting in April 2021, sell Friends of Skull NFTs for Skull and share a monthly reward pool proportional to your Skull sales. Okay, so what if you're a collector? Then you can stake Skull to the value of 5 ETH to the Uniswap pool in order to access the Skull collector role. You get first dibs on Skeenee's creations, 24-hour pre-sale access on multi-edition NFTs, and access to sneak peeks of Skeenee and other Skull artists' work, behind the scenes production, pictures and videos. You also get access to the Skull Patron role by staking a total of 20 ETH, and you receive a share of 5% of Skeenee's combined monthly NFT earnings. This amount will not exceed 10% of the Uniswap pool supply. Okay, so we believe that by building a community that caters to the needs of its members, we will be able to foster artistic growth. Our aim is to provide a fun way to learn and master art without cost, and to provide art collectors and enthusiasts with direct access to artists and artworks. This provides an attractive environment where artists will be supported by collectors while simultaneously providing advantageous purchasing opportunities. All of this will be supported by Skull as a social currency, permitting members not only to be able to grow their skills but also their wallets. Okay, so we've got some tokenomics in here. So Skull is a social currency created with the Roll smart contract, and we provided links to try Roll. I'm sure you're all familiar with it, being familiar with Whale. It's similar, well, it's Roll who issue this. So the information that we've got in our white paper is correct as of March, 1st of March 2021, and it's going to be revised when we receive an update from Roll. So we're just waiting on them to provide more information. I am certainly not going to read the Skull contract address out. You can see that in the white paper. We've got a link to CoinGecko, and we're providing vesting days, remaining vesting days, our total supply, which we know is 10 million, the current supply, the amount of Skull owned by Roll, the amount of Skull in Skeenee's wallet, and Skull in circulation. So if you want those details, please do look at the white paper. We've also got the current Uniswap pool distribution, so we've got a link in the white paper to that. Again, I'm not going to read these figures, but we provide the liquidity, the Skull supply, ETH supply, a percentage of the pool owned by Skeenee and by Roll, and then the percentage of the pool owned by the community. That data is correct as of January 2021, so it looks like I've got a little bit of a job to do to update that one for you guys. Both Roll and Skeenee are dedicated to the long-term development of Skull and own significant shares of the Uniswap pool in order to secure Skull's future stability. Okay, so the Skull distribution. So of the remaining Skull, that's in Skeenee's Roll wallet, and the vesting Skull, 500,000 Skull will be for the development fund. So this fund is going to be used to develop Skeenee's future projects with the agreement of the Skull community and Skull holders. These projects will aim to generate extra revenue for the Skull fund and increase the demand for Skull. So for example, creation of a Skull generated app. 250,000 Skull will be used to reward the Skull crew. And when Skull reaches defined milestones, so Uniswap pool stabilizes at 500k, 1000k, 1500k, etc. 500,000 Skull will be used by Skeenee to make OTC deals with selected parties to increase the stability of the Skull's Uniswap pool. Any gains made from these deals will be placed back into the pool by Skeenee, and the rest will be distributed to community members through various rewards over the next 10 years at the rate of 25,000 to 50,000 Skull per month. The monthly budget will be reviewed and adapted if this amount exceeds 50,000 Skull. So we've got a special wallet and an ENS name that have been created to take care of the Skull budget. And in order to account for fluctuations in the price of Skull, the budget will be reviewed quarterly when Skull reaches certain milestones that we've provided in there. So how do you acquire Skull? Well, you can trade it on Uniswap. You can sell NFTs or Friends of Skull NFTs directly for Skull on the open market, or as previously mentioned, staking rewards. So it's a variable reward. It starts at 25,000 Skull. It decreases every 6 months, and it's going to be shared proportionally between all wallets, which provide a total of 1 ETH of liquidity to the Skull ETH pair on Uniswap. And we've graphed that out on the white paper so that you can see that. Then we have collector rewards. So community members claiming the Skull collector role will be sent 10% of their NFT purchase back in Skull. Patron rewards. So community members claiming the Skull patron role will receive a share of 5% of Skeenee's combined monthly NFT earnings. A cap will be introduced if this reward exceeds the monthly Skull budget. And community rewards. So participating in community events, contests and Discord discussions. Additional rewards will be introduced as the Skull liquidity pool increases. So we've got artist help streams, so rewards given to Skull artists who provide artistic advice to members and feedback on their work, or for those who provide streams of their own artistic processes. Starting next month, we've got art sale rewards. A reward is given to members who sell their work for Skull, and coming very soon, the NFT acquisition program. So a monthly Skull fund assigned to buying NFTs from Skull artists. So plenty of ways there for you to acquire Skull. On to growth. So we predict that the project and thus the value of Skull will grow thanks to several different factors. The Skull exclusives provide a growth mechanism due to the demand that would be created to own exclusive Skeenee NFTs that are not available through any other means. Skeenee will send 10% of his Skull sales to the Skull collection wallet, where it will be frozen to ensure the continued resupply of the Skull budget fund. 10% of Skeenee's NFT sales made in ETH will be used to buy Skull from the Uniswap pool, and it will be sent to the Skull collection wallet, where it will be frozen to ensure the continued resupply of Skull and ensure steady growth. The amount of Skull bought from the Uniswap pool should not exceed 10% of the pool supply. The Skull collection provides a long-term store of value, which is expected to rise in line with the value of any NFTs owned in the collection. So we anticipate this growth to occur through the promotion of Skull artists. Skull artists selling their work for Skull increases demand for the currency by encouraging token exchange via the Uniswap platform. So the long-term life cycle. In order to ensure the survival of Skull after 10 years, the 10 million Skull distribution phase, mechanisms have been put in place to ensure the continued resupply of the Skull budget fund. These are a percentage of the profits of the sales of Skull collection NFTs, and they'll be reinvested in the Skull fund. 10% of Skeenee's NFT sales made in ETH will be used to buy Skull from the Uniswap pool and will be sent to the Skull collection wallet, where it will be frozen to ensure the continued resupply of Skull and promote steady growth that we previously mentioned. And the amount of Skull bought from the Uniswap pool will not exceed 10% of the pool supply. A percentage of the profit of sales generated by the generator dApps and other projects financed by the development fund will be reinvested into the Skull fund. So as a project, we want to be open and transparent with our members. So we're going to provide full transparency through the publishing of public financial statements. Monthly budgets are provided to encourage openness and scrutiny, and we provided links to the last 6 months worth of statements. In addition to the Skull reports are posted to the SENT website at the beginning of every month. These provide a detailed overview of facts, figures, and useful information about the current state of play. These will be produced by an independent writer. We're currently searching for someone suitable for that role. Okay, and we've also provided links to the previous Skull reports that Skeenee produced. Okay, so who are the Skull crew? Well, you know Skeenee. He's a Madrid-based tattoo artist fascinated with anatomy and, funnily enough, skull drawings. During the last 20 years, he worked in creative fields ranging from painting, illustration, animation, tattoo, web design, video game production, interface design, finally joining the crypto art movement in 2019. He's currently experimenting with augmented reality, animation, virtual galleries, AI generative adversarial networks, GANs, with a focus to bridge real life and digital art. His art can be found on most major platforms and on a variety of personal contracts. Who's Puffin? Well, it's me. Puffin is a UK-based creator, heavily influenced by the written word. He was the first dedicated poet to publish on the blockchain. Inventor of QR Verse, he continues to evolve his art into new directions. Drawing on his background in software development, he now uses those same skills to produce generative art creations. He has collaborated with many crypto artists using his words to bring depth to their artworks. It's through these joint endeavors that he first started his long-term collaboration with Skeenee. These collaborative efforts have culminated in both him and Skeenee forming a working partnership to co-lead the Skull network. And then we've got the council. So in order to increase the probability of success of the Skull network, the decision was taken to create a council of advisors to complement Skeenee's lacking skills, to provide him with guidance on important decisions and to stop him when his ideas get out of control. So who are these members? We've got Sparrow, the greatest uniting force in the NFT space, an incredible source of technical knowledge, a talented artist, and one of the main driving forces behind artist royalties. She's always fighting for what's right and reasonable in this, and this space would not be the same without her influence. Someone else familiar, Whale Shark, the man behind the insanely successful whale community, a savvy collector, a man who I've had the pleasure to count as one of my early collectors and a hugely positive force in our scene. Ulash, CryptoVoxel's real estate magnate, creator of the metaverse billboards, a man whose intuition I trust 100%, and also one of my earliest collectors. Matthew from SENT and The Whip, founder and host of the Whip meetups, writer, crypto art collector and podcaster. of You Deserve a Drink, The Spotlight, and the Matthew and Rizzle Show. And then we've got the Roll guys. So we've got Bradley, co-founder and CEO of Roll, someone who's helped me develop Skull in many ways. Without him, none of this would have been possible. And Sid, the co-founder and CTO of Roll. Without his help and expertise, Skull would have never reached its current level. Someone whose opinion I highly value. And then we've got our list of Discord administrators and moderators. So the group of Discord moderators and administrators are currently being recruited and trained to take care of events and day management of the Skull Network Discord. And then what we've got at the bottom, again, I'm not going to read all of this, I hope you guys do, are our key milestones and roadmaps. We've already smashed some of our targets in milestones. We're confident that we're going to smash many more. Take a look down there and see some of the exciting things that we've got in progress, and some of the things that we want to achieve. And then the final section is further information. Well, obviously the most important link there is the Skull Network Discord. So please use that link and jump on board. But there are other links, obviously, to the work that Skeenee does and to the token itself on CoinGecko. And then we've got a list of friends of Skull. And so these are the various storefronts that accept payments in Skull. So there's a nice collection of artist friends that we've got already that are happy to support us and happy to sell their artworks for Skull. And that's it. That's the white paper.
Well played, mate. Do you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh man, I can't believe my webcam died now. Nice timing.
Oh, what have you done?
I don't know. Today I'm the technical moron. Anyway, right. So I don't know if you guys have any question. I think that's the moment to shoot them. Green Giant.
Dude, you guys did this so neatly, so carefully. Like, you can see how much thought went into this, and it's beautifully written. Seriously.
I was going to say I'm the artist. Skeenee's the writer. I'm just the artist.
To be honest, we've been at it since I think past October, and yeah, you should see the blurb. That it's just me. I send him verbal diarrhea, and he turns it into gold and makes sense out of it. So
I tried it. It was a translating exercise of many notes and a labour of love to get it to this point. So but it's been a really good combined effort to get to that point. So.
Yeah, I agree. No, you did a magnificent job, mate.
Mm-hmm. Someone said this is one of the best, well-written, thoughtfully and clear white paper I have ever read. So
that's really nice to hear. Thank you very much.
That's all for you. You did an amazing job, dude. Seriously, like it all makes sense, and I think it's just concise and straight to the point. But yeah, we're open. Okay, the white paper has been reviewed by the council and by the Skull community already, but we're open to suggestion and feedback. That's why we're here. So if you have any suggestion, or if there are any doubts or areas of gray, we'd be happy to answer your questions.
I think that's the key thing, isn't it? That this space is quite new. So what we're doing is treading new ground, and so we've got really good ideas that you can see in the roadmap and what we're doing, but nothing's ever fixed. That it's always worth considering ideas that the community bring to us. So if you've got good ideas, then absolutely bring them over.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely.
It's essential to exchange ideas. I mean, that's what's great about the NFT and crypto art community is that it's all about that, really.
I think that was key to what everyone's done in the crypto community. Really, the collaborations are really what makes it for me. It's working with different people, doing different things. It's a burgeoning community, but I can think back when it was certainly a lot smaller, and all of the interesting characters I've met on the way. It really makes it good.
Yeah, it made the pandemic way more survivable.
Oh yeah, you almost forget there isn't a pandemic.
Yeah, I've been working with so many people this last year. It's insane. That's something that I could have never done with traditional art.
Absolutely, it does make it more tolerable, I have to say.
Yeah, definitely. Any questions?
So this is the thing, when you guys do such a good job at writing, then you guys make it very difficult for people to have questions, you know?
But that's a huge compliment, man. We tried to make it bulletproof. It's been reviewed already a few times.
Yeah.
Skeene's just dying for the grammar Nazis to turn up and call something out for me. You'll have a nice laugh on that one. I've missed an apostrophe somewhere. I'm the worst grammar Nazi, so take your revenge.
I've actually looked for. No, I think it's really it's solid, man. I've read it like a million times, and it seems to it's really bulletproof in my opinion.
No, yeah, the way that you put it, I was searching the word, but bulletproof is the right word. So the only question someone managed to make, I guess it's more of creative side of things instead of technical, or maybe I don't know. But someone asked, how did the idea of school come from?
All right, so that's going back in September 2019. So I was the early beginnings of crypto voxels and Cent, and I was building a gallery in crypto voxels, and my one of my associates at the time, like Connect Digital, at the time was really he always is making new things. And I saw he was online, so I jumped to his gallery to see what he was doing and have a chat with him, and I saw that he was putting the first drop in his gallery, and I was super confused. What are you doing, man? What is this thing? And then he explained to me a bit what it was, and I was completely baffled by the potential of social tokens. So I think the same day I contacted Bradley and Sid from Roll. I was super excited. I was like, I need to get on this thing. And it was a huge coincidence because they were planning to actually contact me at the time to propose me to do one. So we just started from that. But you have to understand that at the time, it's not how it was. I think Skull was the second social token created by Roll. Well, not technically, but practically it is. And we had no idea what it was going to become at the time. It was just completely experimental. And we didn't even know it was going to be tradable for ETH on Uniswap. And I think for the first month that I used Skull, I used it as a promotional tool to promote my art. Basically, you could buy an NFT from me. From the Skull, you'd win from events I would organize. And then it evolved from that. Like we were really we were there from the early beginnings. And this whole idea of social token kind of evolved with us and what we were doing. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that answers your question.
No, I think it does. It for sure does.
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing to see how social currency has evolved from those early beginnings. Like Skeenee said, absolutely. When it first started out, it was a token that I mean I'd never heard of Uniswap. At that point, it sounds very bizarre to say that to the audience these days. Everyone's on Uniswap, but yeah, I think Connie Digital certainly he pinged me saying, "What do you know about liquidity pools?" And I was like,
nobody knew at the time. It's like,
I'm a technical guy. I'm like,
I think I don't know. When we started using Uniswap, very few people or currency were listed. It was also the early beginning of well, I'm not sure there's something to verify, but yeah, I had no idea what it was at the time.
No. But look what it's become. It's amazing. It's really good.
It's awesome.
It's a force for change. That's what it is. Mm-hmm. That's how I see it.
All right, we have another question here. Very good one. Have Puffin and Skeenee, have you guys both thought about combining your strengths into collab NFTs?
We've already. Is that a joke?
You guys did. Drop the link. Come on. Come on,
We've
drop
done
the
it.
link.
This is how we've been working together on so many projects like since 2019. That's why it makes complete sense to work on Skull together. Like we work well together. We already, our skills complete each other's, and just,
I'm just trying to think. So it wasn't an NFT. So what kicked it off really? I think Skeenee. What did you do? You put some artwork up there that was very I don't know, sci-fi, and obviously being a writer, his artwork inspired me, and I wrote a short story. It wasn't a huge one. It was like a few paragraphs or something, and I set the scene out for the artwork, and I think you picked up on that, and you were like, "This is amazing," and I was like, "Well, so's the artwork. It's really good," and I think it ballooned from there, didn't it? That we just started collaborating, and I'd provide curated descriptions, and it culminated in 3 short stories which you kindly set fire to. So
I forced you to write a romantic stories. That wasn't your thing at all.
Can you imagine this? I write sci-fi mainly. I mean, I write other stuff, but sci-fi. And then Skeenee comes and says, "Can you write romantic stuff?" I'm like, "What? What are you going on about?" And he told me the concept, and I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a go. It was good. I mean, sometimes it's really nice to work outside your comfort zone and do
I was going to say that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so it was really good for me. It was nice and refreshing, but I'm not sure I'm going to do an encore, but certainly not for a long time.
You did a great job on this one. I love your sci-fi stuff, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Basically, what we used to, we've done multiple times, is like we've attached Puffin's short stories to my NFT thanks to Conlan NFT Scribe. So basically, like if you own the NFT, you can go on Scribe and you see the history that's attached to the NFT. Probably now it's not something that we can do anymore, because it used to cost me about like 20-30 euro at the time, so now it's probably like 500-600 just to attach a short story to an NFT.
It's like don't write so much.
Yeah, it's insane. Yeah, it's completely stored on chain, so yeah, you pay per size. So
can you write a sci-fi haiku?
Just be careful. You're gonna have to do it.
Damn, yeah, and just for like monetary purposes. Yeah, no.
That's crazy. How things have changed.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys went all out in the collaborations. You guys even got matching haircuts.
Yeah, certainly. He's got more hair than me, though.
Kinda. It's getting there.
No, and I'm sure we'll collaborate on many other projects in future.
For sure.
That's really cool. People are complimenting the YouTube, and they definitely should check out the YouTube for Skeenee. Very, very nice tutorials. It's just a great tool all around, like seriously.
Thanks to that. That's something that I will... I haven't had the time to do more tutorials lately because of everything that happened, but it's definitely something that I'm going to get back to. And now I want to... The videos that I've... last one that I've uploaded were more tests to see if I could actually talk for an hour and I don't know how long, basically drawing and talking at the same time. And I wasn't sure if I could talk for 30 minutes, but turns out I can. Like, I think the last drawing I did, I'm just rambling for an hour and a half. So I will.
I don't think you got any problems in that department.
Yeah, apparently. I don't know. I didn't know it was one of my skills. Who knew? Anyway.
No, but it's definitely difficult. Yeah, it's something. It's hard.
I don't know. I thought it just came naturally. I don't know. Weird. But yeah, my next videos, like basically my idea is to make videos that are more structured. So instead of just winging it and rambling for an hour and a half, and have a plan. And just make short 30-minute videos with a purpose, basically, just taking one subject of drawing or something, a skill that I want to teach to people, and just really focus on that. And then edit the video to take my insane rambling out and keep the essential. So that's the next thing I have in line, video-wise. But yeah, things have been crazy lately, so I haven't had the time to do that.
Yeah, you've been burning the midnight oil recently, haven't you, with all of your releases? So
my poor wife, she hasn't seen much of me lately. But I mean, I don't know, like my last release, I'm very surprised at the reaction. I thought it was good, but I don't know. I'm pretty glad that people like it so much. It's the bit that I've done for Pranksy and the NFT boxes. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Like the team was basically, okay, the NFT box is a project by Pranksy, and every month he invites an artist that chooses a team and chooses 8 different artists to make an NFT according to this team. And people can buy the box, I think, for 70.75 each, and you receive NFTs from the artist from the box. And I made this piece with a civilization of cockroaches living in human skulls. People seem to like it.
It's really good.
Thanks, man. It's on my Twitter if you want to see it. But I'm really surprised by the reaction.
I want to see it. I'm searching.
I can do the link if you want.
You're mentioning it, and I want to see.
I'll drop you the link if you want.
It is really cool.
I worked like a maniac, man. I mixed. Okay, so many things happened with this month with Bernd Banksy stealing my ideas, the roll hack, and I was on 4 major projects for Will, but anyway, for a bunch of big projects, and I completely confused my deadline. So I mixed my Will deadline with the Pranksy deadline. So last week, Pranksy just called me. He was like, "Hey, mate, where's the piece?" I was like, "Oh no, don't tell me that." So I've worked non-stop since last Thursday, or no, I think it was Wednesday night that he called me. Because I worked, I think, 16 hours a day till yesterday to pull it off. And well, I'm happy because it did pay off. But I got the link. I'll link it to you here. There you go. It's in the private chat.
Oh, perfect. Thank you very much. I can see it. Oh my god.
Yes.
It's
oh my god. Oh my god. Seriously, this is so funny. Oh my god.
And it's full of Easter egg for targeted at Alotomani, who's the one who finally invited me on the project. So I tailored the piece for him. This is another great thing about crypto art. It's like I used to be an animator, and I used to love animation, but I worked for corporate animation for almost 10 years, just making commercials, just applications, just boring stuff, really. And I got completely burned out of it and disgusted by animation. And I hadn't animated for almost, I don't know, 8-9 years until I got it back into crypto art, which really gave me the passion again. So you'll see more of that from me in the future.
No, it's great to see someone like going back to something now that you're able to be creative. It's very special.
It's great to just be able to do what you want without a restriction or anything, and get paid well for it. It's awesome.
Beautiful piece.
Thank you.
While he's distracted doing these kinds of artwork, he's not actually burning birdies, which is good to know.
I stopped burning stuff a while ago, man. It was paining me as much as it pained people, actually, but I love the reaction. So
it's all good.
Anything else, or we did that for such a great job that you have nothing to say. That's crazy.
I
stunned everyone.
honestly think that's the case. I honestly think
Wow,
let's give
that's awesome.
people a little bit more time, a couple minutes. But honestly, bulletproof is the word for this. Tightly done, like very, very carefully. It has everything. It has everything.
Oh, well played, Puffin. That's on you, man. No, I mean, I pity him sometimes because you should see the blurb I sent him, and then he just pulls gold out of it. And, oh, wow, fuck, that's what I meant. Incredible.
It kind of just comes out. I don't know where it comes from. You just, I see stuff, and then you can create stuff with it. Yes, you've got very good skills in visual creations, and I try and do the same with words, and turn it into something that someone can imagine. But I mean, it's even better when we combine those things and get something that not only do you see the visuals, but then you get this narrative with it that you can build a bigger story, and it builds the artwork up. And that's what I really like, is that that combined, because it's almost like more powerful than the individual elements.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like today, like I don't know if I can talk about that, but
it's a secret.
Yeah, it is a secret. But let's say I'm on a certain project, and I had an okay beginning of ideas, and I just ran into you, and I don't know, after 20 minutes we had I think it's an excellent idea that we came up with. But yeah, just
to be awesome, I'm sure.
Still have to run into I can't reveal anything. This is annoying.
there's this thing that we're doing, and it's that's it. That's all you can reveal. It's the thing.
But it's gonna be
many secrets.
Well, I'm sure it will be revealed very soon, and you'll be the first to know. See, like I'm just making it worse there.
You're building up the anticipation. It's
building up a lot. Yeah,
exactly.
No, but
it's the pre-promo.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good for you, but it's not good for me. I want to see it.
Well, no, I'm gonna get killed if I open my mouth over this one. So no.
It's so.
I think, to be honest, I don't even know all the detail. That's just how secret it is.
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
That's
James Bond.
Totally. Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, but I guess that's gonna be it. Do you guys have any closing thoughts you want to share?
Well, if you guys think about any questions, you're welcome to contact me or Puffin by DM, or to jump on the Skull Network Discord and talk to us. And what else? Yeah, I think we'll probably make we've reserved a share of Skull to make OTC deals, so just to sell Skull at market price without having to pay the slippage from Uniswap. But since that Skull is for the moment locked by Roll until the investigation is over, he's gonna have to wait a little time. But you can always contact me or Puffin about it, and we'll arrange something.
All right, perfect. Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything else to add, mate?
I think we've covered everything. I think I'm good with it. If we've got all the questions out of the way, we've covered everything. It's all good.
Yeah, good on my side.
Sounds perfect. So thank you guys again. I had an amazing time going through this and having fun with you both. The whale community loves your work, and we will continue to support it as much as we can. So always a pleasure. Thank you guys. Have an amazing day. And thank you the community for watching as well. All right?
Yeah. Thanks a lot for having us, guys.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
See you later.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
See you guys around.
That's later.